Welcome to Deep Dive, the feed. Hi, I'm Andy Tarnoff. I'm the host of the Deep Dive Podcast Network. This is my co-host, Aaron Labor. Happy New Year to you, my friend.
Thank you so much.
Are you excited about 2025?
I am. I am excited to turn the page. I'm excited to be back here in our refangled studio.
Is refangled the word?
It is now.
The feed, where we mine Facebook Marketplace for everything from the weird to the wonderful.
And this week, we're going to look into a topic that's a little foreign to both of us. New Year's resolutions.
Do you do them?
I don't. I feel like I'm living my life as one big resolution. I don't want to wait for the new year to try to figure out new things.
And it also sets you up for failure, I think. You try it for a month and then it doesn't happen and then you feel like you failed and then you have to wait till the entire next year. Let's just resolve.
Let's resolve to be resolute.
Year round.
Yeah, that's right. It's kind of why only be generous on Thanksgiving.
However, other people make New Year's resolutions. The new year is upon us. So I think that we should look at some traditional resolutions and see how they relate to the weird and wonderful world of Facebook Marketplace.
We're both self-starters, so we're always kind of angling for new things and innovations and whatnot. So we're not like people that need a kick in the butt to start some, but a lot of people do. Some people do. And so whatever they use. So we actually Googled how do people do this because we were so foreign to us.
I really wanted to see what AI had to say because I'm just fascinated by what happens when AI just tells me things. So let me tell you some of the resolutions that people make. Quitting smoking.
Always a good idea.
That's a popular one. Mm-hmm. Spending more time with family.
Always a good reminder.
For sure. Losing weight. That's a big one. Kind of like fitness.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's why the gyms are so popular in January and then they kind of fade out.
And then it's post-holidays too. So everybody's ready to get moving and
right. Saving money.
Mm-hmm.
Learning a new skill. Reading more.
That's something that I think everybody should want.
And meditating.
That is great. Did you ever meditate?
I have. In fact, I've been to Meditate Milwaukee on New Year's Day.
Oh, actually, so have I. Now that I think about it. So there you go.
There you go. That's a good one.
Full circle.
Let's get into the listings.
Yeah.
Because some of these are funny. Let's start with getting in shape, right?
Yeah, it's good we only chose the funny ones this week. Yes, getting in shape. I love this one just for the name alone. Booty Sprout. I don't know. I'm sure if you're into fitness, you've probably heard of Booty Sprout.
Have you?
I don't know because I'm not and I haven't, but I just like saying Booty Sprout.
Are they implying that your booty will sprout after? What does that mean, do you think?
It's clearly the name brand of this device. So it is a Booty Sprout workout setup. It's in great condition, probably because somebody bought it last New Year's, used it for a week, and then stopped using it. And it comes with extra exercise bands. So yeah, it's just like a little home workout.
What do you think you do with it?
I think it's one of those resistance trainer things.
For your booty?
Yeah. I mean, I think it is definitely aiming toward the booty.
$100. Oh, it's on sale.
Yes, it was $150. It's dropping down to $100. $100 to sprout a new booty for $100.
Oh, that's a deal.
Yeah. That's what we're talking about.
Okay.
Now, here's another way to get in shape if you're looking for some unique exercise.
I am.
A unicycle.
I picked this one because I had a unicycle.
Yeah.
I got a unicycle at a garage sale when I was, 10.
Uh-huh. And how long did you try to use your unicycle?
Like a week.
That's all.
I was unable.
Yeah. So you just gave up?
It's super hard.
I can't imagine. I'm not good at balancing. You're not.
Nor am I.
No, that's not our thing.
I feel like, though, if you could make it work, it would be a really good core workout, right?
Yeah. I wonder if you could get a stand for it and then use it like an exercise bike or at least to practice. And then you could also get maybe more comfortable with it.
Sure. Like training wheels, maybe?
Yeah. Training wheels on a unicycle. That sounds like a metaphor for something.
How much is that one? That's $50. Also on sale.
Yeah. $50. I have no interest in a unicycle, but that's a fun gift for somebody. That's the kind of thing I think that you give to somebody and then they go, thanks. Mm-hmm. Do you think I'm a clown?
I'd like to try it again.
Yeah. If you could get it down, can you juggle?
Yes.
Well, there you go.
A little bit.
And you could juggle on a unicycle. You'd really have a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you could get some tips maybe. I got a tip. You know what we should do when you get into the new year is you just floss more. You should take care of your hygiene.
That's a great idea. That's like part of self-improvement, right?
And it's like the thing everybody forgets and they want to do it more. In fact, so I have my first surprise for you based on flossing. And this isn't specifically flossing, but I always like the idea of like when you're trying a new thing, like investing a little something fun into it, so you can be more inspired to want to do it. So look at this Elvis Presley bathroom set. How cool is that? So this is like a toothbrush holder and a cup, but I'm thinking if you're going to increase your bathroom habits, you're going to check these out, then having a spruce up with the king.
Did you get these on Facebook?
Of course I did.
Unused?
Unused, I think. I mean, they're a little dusty, but
I like it because one of them is young Elvis and one of them is old Elvis. I don't know what his teeth looked good. so at least when he was young, he was probably flossing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How much you pay for these?
Well, you're going to have to guess.
$20?
$10.
Deal.
Steal. I'd say it's half what you expected. I'm going to go steal.
All right. Well, and just by looking at this studio, we do appreciate Elvis.
We do.
We've talked about some Elvis mannequins. We've talked about...
We find a reason to talk about Elvis in most episodes. And it's not because we even love Elvis that much. I think he's just a fun, iconic...
This is the Elvis I like.
Yeah.
This Elvis I'm a little less into. Okay. So, yeah. So flossing.
So anyway, yeah.
That's one way to do it. Another way to do it is with this listing, which I have no idea what a hygiene hypodont is.
Well, I'm going to refer to it as a hygiene typodont.
Yeah, pronouncing it correctly is a good idea. This thing's $100.
I mean, I'm saying type of do, type of don't.
I don't know what I'm looking at here. I feel like this. Okay, so it's used in dental hygiene school, food for patient education. I don't know what that means, but that little mouth thing is so silly.
It's so happy.
What's going on there? Okay. You think if you can clip that thing and it opens and closes?
It's got a tongue. There's a tongue in there. I want to buy this thing. I just want to play with it.
Do you think the bottom gums are clear so you can see the progress of what you do?
The
top one are just teeth.
I don't know. I think definitely clear so you can see where it's going,
Okay. I don't know enough about dental words, so I don't know what has calculus present means.
Calculus is the buildup. So yes.
Oh,
that is like a tartar.
Okay. It's not
type
math.
of thing. I could be wrong.
What is food for patient education?
That is my biggest question. I think they mean food for thought. But that's a really strange way to put it. And when you're talking about hygiene in the mouth, to use the word food in that type of way seems really strange. So I don't know. There's no pictures of any food. I felt like it was maybe there were going to be little examples of food that you could chomp in the mouth.
So you pick food and see what happens.
You could see where it goes and why you need to floss it out.
Can you just slide through those pictures and see if anything jumps out at us?
Does it feel like the tongue is a puppet type of thing? At least it looks like this person has had some troubles operating this because they have some injuries.
Maybe that's why she's getting rid of it.
Lost one finger.
I can't use the typodont anymore. Please take it off my...
This is the view of satisfaction after that typodont injured that woman.
I like this thing because if you're a dental hygienist in training, you can get something out, or you could create it. It's like a DIY head.
This picture right here, where it looks like it's in action chomping the box. It looks like it's out of control right now. Anyway,
That's fan.
That's the typodont. Typodont.
Deal.
Yeah. It was worth all that entertainment already.
If it was cheaper, I'd say steal, but deal.
I love it.
On the topic of self-improvement, I think we've all heard about this dry January thing.
Mm-hmm. You're not into it, huh? You don't believe in dry January?
No, I live in Wisconsin. I think you're just torturing yourself. I think if you want to drink less, drink less. I don't think you need to put a month of mocktails. I think the sentiment is good, but I think it's a little bit of performance theater. Just don't drink so much.
Yeah, there's a little virtue signaling, like, no,
Yeah.
no, I'm dry Januarying this month. I can't be imbibing.
Right, especially because people who do that, then like February 1st comes along and they go on like a fucking bender.
Right.
And it's like, well,
Yeah.
you just undid all that.
Yeah, I
For
get
New Year's Eve, you just, like, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a dental assistant.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Find a new dentist.
Yeah.
I am not a big drinker, so even though I grew up in Wisconsin, it's not torture for me. I'm mostly dry anyway, so it doesn't matter to me. I have no inclination for dry.
It's not torture for me either.
No, I'm not inferring that it's
Thank
torture
you.
for you. I'm just saying, what I'm saying is, dry January doesn't do much for me because I'm mostly dry.
That being said, people go for it. Whatever makes you healthier, whatever saves your liver, go for it.
And obviously, it's because people go nuts during the hot. It's the same thing with the working out. They've overdone it in December, so they're like, "Let me just dry out in January and reset."
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
But I had one idea if you are looking to get into dry January, first of all, here, I'm going to show you one surprise that I have.
Oh, good. This is a surprise because I don't even know what I'm looking at.
I know.
This isn't a fake surprise.
No, this is a real.
We're going to talk about this.
So, one way to get to an alcohol-free situation is just to consume all your alcohol, right? So, maybe really work hard on emptying those bottles. And then you can have a cool ass bottle to save and display. Look,
I love those things.
This bottle is.
I've seen these at at antique stores, and I've always wondered about. You just don't see these anymore. You don't see these things that are decorative or if you do, I'm not going to the places where you see them. What is going on here? There's like a swordfish.
Mm-hmm.
It was Jim Beam, aged 8 years.
Look at the back.
James Lockhart. Jimmy Lockhart.
A lot of Jimmys involved with this bottle.
Oh, he's the illustrator of this. He's a versatile artist. His recently, whenever that was, his wildlife art has demanded most of his time. Blah, 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 blah.
So it's a special edition.
Yeah. Did you buy this on Facebook Market?
I got that at Goodwill, actually.
We can count things that we got at Goodwill and some other stores, and we're going to talk about that because, the feed is about Facebook Marketplace, but it really is just about buying weird shit.
It's about finding things. It's about finding cool stuff.
Okay, so $3.
I think that was $2.50 actually. Yeah, because it was half price. That was part of the, hit it on the good day. So
also a steal.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Yeah.
So yes, I think that. So it's two thoughts about how that relates to dry January. One, when you have your good liquor, finish it, and then you've got a nice display thing. So that's kind of a cool motivation. But also, if you're like into drinking, because a lot of people are into like the aesthetics of liquor. It's not just like the drinking of it.
Drink the
so maybe that would be a fun excuse to like go looking for antique liquor things. Like you don't have to drink liquor to have liquor be part of your pastime.
And this is a decorative piece.
Exactly. You can liquor things.
If you are into swordfish.
I believe in swordfish. That's a Dead Milkman reference right there. Nice. He believes in swordfish. I believe that is a swordfish.
Yeah, so you don't even have to be into Jim Beam. You could just be into swordfish, and then you have a decorative thing. You can make it into a vase.
Right.
You could drink other things out of it.
Right.
You could refill it with Jim Beam after January is over, I suppose.
I like the idea of flowers in the old bottle.
I like that. I'm just going to put this over here.
You're going to have to give it back to me at some point because I do like it a lot.
I'm not keeping it. I'm just resting it here.
Great. All right. Sure.
I guess the next listing is also kind of anti-dry January, but I found this one and I loved it for so many different reasons. I love the concept of hiding booze because it's taboo. And this guy, he looks like an 80s baseball player.
He does. Yeah. He plays for Stanford, apparently.
As barnoculars, double fast, get into the game or the concert or the races
or the
show. And okay, read the description for me, please.
I'm going to do it in a good Wisconsin accent. These are fake binoculars that unscrew at the eyepiece, and you can put any kind of liquid in you want, from water or soda or beer or booze or alcohol or anything you want. Carry them around, and when you get thirsty, just take a sip. So if you didn't understand the concept...
I feel like the photo tells all, but I gotta say, that guy does not look extremely discreet as he is
He looks
as he's sneaking his booze in there. I'm pretty sure, like, if you're at the concert, the races, or the show, and you see some guy holding his binoculars, his fake binoculars up to his lip, you're going to be like, that guy is using a binoculars double flask.
Clearly. And especially when these were around, these were all the rage. Every security guard had his eyes out for binoculars.
You know, it's still a thing on cruises. Did you know that?
Binoculars?
Well,
binoculars are. I know that.
Binoculars, but also like different ways to hide your booze, because cruise alcohol is so expensive. So people fill up mouthwash bottles. They want to sneak their own booze in. There's like a whole like cottage industry of things that on Amazon that you can get that are designed to sneak alcohol in.
Yeah.
Which maybe those people need dry January, because if you have to like, you have to go concoct your own like scope so you don't have to, buy a cocktail on the cruise. I don't know. I don't want to judge. I mean, I hear it's very expensive.
Exactly. That's where they get you, is with the cocktails. So I do understand that. That just seems smart to me.
$20 for the binoculars, which look quite old.
I think that is a great deal as a fun gift item for somebody. I don't see anybody wanting to buy these for themselves and just enjoying them in the peace of their own show, concert, or race or game.
Do they mean race like NASCAR, or do you think they mean horse races?
I think they mean horses. Yeah.
I'm going to call this for real, because if it's purchased for its intended use, even at $20, I think you're not going to get away with it.
I agree, but I'm going to go deal, because I think that it is worth $20 to give these to somebody as a gift to see the look on their face. I like it as a gift item.
I do like this guy
I like his side eye. I like the side eye. Like, is anybody watching me right now?
His bloodshot eyes a little bit.
Yeah, that guy has some issues.
We talked at the top of the show about quitting smoking as one of the AI generated New Year's resolutions. That's a good one.
Which opens the door to a lot of discounted smoking paraphernalia for new quitters, from new quitters. So
what you're saying is like the quitters have stuff to get rid of.
Right.
So we're not necessarily saying that these next couple listings are to help you quit smoking.
Right.
We're just saying, like, if you are a smoker, you choose to not quit smoking, you may have some opportunities.
That's right. And nor are we encouraging you to not quit smoking.
We're definitely not encouraging you to even smoke, because we do not want to get banned from YouTube, because that's one of those things that don't smoke, people.
Also, you do you, boo. I mean, like, we're not here YOLO, whatever. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to
okay, because you winked at me in a previous episode.
That was a long time ago. No,
Listing, please.
Listen, chat. You do you. That's what the kids are saying these days.
Chat.
That's what I hear. They refer to folks as chat.
What does that mean?
I think it means like the comments, like the people chattering, like it's like a YouTube offshoot, actually, like because live, like people are chatting,
and they refer to people as
to like the crowd as chat.
Can I take an aside?
Yeah,
please.
Yeah,
I believe, and we both have teenage daughters, I think they're making up languages to confuse us.
I don't know. No, they're not. It just changes so quickly that by the time we catch on, it doesn't matter anymore.
I don't want to be old man shaking his fist at a cloud, because I think we're a youthful 50, both of us.
Agreed.
But for the first time, I think they're making up words as like code to make it way harder. Because when we were kids, like, we were saying stuff, gnarly, tubular and stuff. It was like silly and dumb, but it wasn't like confusing.
Well, I mean, bad was pretty confusing when bad meant good,
Yeah, but like calling someone chat, this is like code. This is like a new language.
Are you sus?
I barely even,
It's just social media. It's just the acceleration of social media. It's just, those little inside jokes, right, that we used to have as children are now memes that travel with the speed of light to everybody. It's not calling up your friend and referring to the Seinfeld episode from the night before that you guys both remembered the line from. It is an ever-changing landscape that it just changes. It's like these little inside jokes, and then people get tired of them in a week and they move on because everybody's hammering them so hard.
All right, chat.
You do you, chat. Anyway,
if I want to take up smoking,
yeah,
and I don't,
or if you were looking to slow your roll on the smoking, if you think that maybe tapering it down by getting a little more bespoke with your smokes, besmokes.
Tell me how to bespoke. Aaron.
You can use this cigarette machine made by Cigarette Machine Kings and roll your own. So,
okay.
You can.
And this is exactly what we're talking about. Because look, the description says quit smoking about 2 years now.
Well, right. This gentleman quit smoking 2 years now. Or this lady, Amanda, quit smoking 2 years now.
Good for her.
And I don't know if she used this to help her quit smoking or if she just doesn't need it anymore because she quit 2 years ago.
But she only used it a couple of times, so she didn't like it.
That's true. It's a Micromatic cigarette machine. Congratulations. This is...
I would have liked to encourage her to rotate these photos.
That would have been nice.
Her head.
Yeah. For her New Year's resolution, I encourage her to learn how to rotate photos.
You can do it. All you have to do is click rotate on the phone.
It's that simple, Amanda. That's it. It's just...
Are there pictures of the device itself?
She opened the box. She unboxed it. I think I might have winked at you again just now.
Do you wink at other people?
I do. I've been scolded for it. It's not intentional. I've also been praised for it. Some people like it.
Women, probably.
No, I mean, some people understand that it is just an outward expression of my exuberance. For whatever I
support your exuberance. I really don't want you to wink.
I'm not trying to.
Well, I'm going to be replaying this over and over.
Maybe that's what I need. Immersion therapy. Wink. Over. Maybe I need wink immersion therapy. I know you're just saying over and over and over so you can keep playing it more and more times.
Over.
Yeah, I get it.
Over.
Yeah, I understand.
Stop talking so I can say over and over and over. Go on.
This is called a Siggy Bank. It is a vintage Siggy Bank. I've never heard of it before, but the description says it's a cute piggy bank designed to inspire you to quit smoking.
Please explain.
Well, the whole concept of there's one technique I have heard about before that all the money that you would spend on cigarettes, every time you would buy a pack of cigarettes, you put that money in a jar, and then you can see
the money you're saving.
Yes, and you can then use that money for something else. And so this is an old version of that. And they call it the Siggy Bank, and it looks like a pack of smoke. Don't let your money go up in smoke.
Oh, this is neat.
Yeah.
All right. So wait, can you get to the photo that explains what's going on here?
First, I just want to point out it's a Siggy Bank choice quality, unauthorized by any tobacco company.
Obviously.
I like this. This is
pretty sure they're not.
This is pretty great.
They don't want you to do it.
So yeah.
Oh, they even tell you how to quit smoking.
Mm-hmm.
And they tell you what you would save, although it's so old. Can you zoom in on what it says you will save by not in 2 years at 5% interest?
Let's see how much did cigarettes cost then.
70 cents a pack.
Wow.
This must be pretty old.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Oh wait, there's other things you could do.
How about the Siggy Bank movement? It's a whole movement.
Please
Naturally, there are those among you who have realized the full potential of Siggy Bank saving. In 25 years, a family of 5 bankrolling Siggy Banks will accumulate a substantial $70,000, a bowling team of 8. And we both know how much smoking happens on a bowling team. There was at least a pack a night.
Although I don't know about an 8-person bowling team, but that's okay.
That's a good point. Well, anyway, you'd accumulate an impressive $112,000. A union with 4,283 smokers would save an incredible $59,987,698. And yes, imagine a nation of 200 million with 53.1 million smokers over 12.
For 12.
Over 12 years old. That's what they're saying. Imagine.
Hopefully.
Let's pause and imagine this one. Imagine a nation of 200 million with 53.1 million smokers over 12, all pooling their Siggy Banks to amass a spectacular $743,718,600,000. Think of all you could do, all those 12-year-olds could do with all that money.
This would solve the national debt.
It would.
1940 or whenever this existed. 1978? Cigarettes only cost 70 cents a pack in 1978?
Yeah, they were only like $1.25 when I was growing up. So yeah.
Well, the Siggy Bank movement sounds like an impressive, albeit aspirational
It's very ambitious
movement. And presumably you have to buy several Siggy Banks because...
Well, yeah, you got to supply everybody with it. You got to get 53.1 Siggy Banks out there to all the smokers,
53.1 million.
Yeah, exactly. Excuse me. 53.1 million Siggy. What this really is just Siggy Banks trying to make a bunch of money.
I support them.
I agree.
I wonder if that's still out there.
Yep.
$5?
That's awesome. I kind of want that.
Deal.
Yeah, it is.
Deal.
If I only didn't have to go to Illinois to get it.
Do you think they ship? Oh, it says door pickup only.
Yeah. I love it. Well,
I love it.
A lot of time on the Siggy Bank. Oh, which is a good here. I've got my own version. This isn't actually a Siggy Bank, but if you are trying to quit, I thought, if you're trying to ration yourself, right? And
harm reduction.
Yeah, just limit the amount of smokes you have, or if you smoke a half a cigarette and just want to put it away.
Okay.
Look at this cute little box I got. I just thought that was nice little, cute little. Somebody told me they thought that was a little cigarette box, for filterless cigarettes. I think that's the size of it. So back in the day when you wanted to offer, have cigarettes to offer folks. Yeah. You could just be like, would you like a cigarette?
Did you get this on Facebook Marketplace?
I did. Yes, I did.
$10?
$5.
You've done some dealing and stealing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Steal.
That's a good one, right?
There's so many different ways to stop smoking.
There are. In fact, they even put books out about it. And I love these really, really old ones. Welcome to the 5-day plan to stop smoking. This is pretty nifty and it's from 1962. And I just love these pictures. I think they're trying to demonstrate times when you would be tempted to smoke, when you're on the phone, or if you're nervous and you're cracking your knuckles.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm sure I would like to own this so I could get into the dated details that are involved in this because the pictures only give us
good luck
taste. May we wish you good luck and the very best of health as they wave goodbye at the end of the book. I just love it.
Great success.
And I love that you can also fit this in your pocket.
And it's a 5-day plan.
Right. This is a 5-day.
That was aggressive. Wait, so that could be a good New Year's resolution because in 5 days.
Yep.
It's only January 5th or 6th.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. And then you got the rest of your life to look for.
$20.
Steal. Lots of wisdom for $20.
Let's say you want to have a baby.
Well, as the new year approaches, people start thinking about, because they're, it's oh man.
Your mortality.
Another year has gone by.
Right.
What have I accomplished? What do I want to accomplish?
Right.
Is it time to have a baby? Am I getting closer to death? Those are all the things that people consider.
Right. So, in the circle of life here, Facebook has some opportunities to encourage fertility.
For instance, this fertility doll. It's Akwahawood Ashanti tribe. It's from Ghana. It's from last century.
Local pickup at the New Berlin Police Department parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean that this is when people want to be in a safe place to trade things, or is it police?
No, that's what that means. I've met people at police stations before.
Okay, that's a good idea.
It is. You can actually meet in the police station. You can go into the lobby.
Police will endorse this.
Well,
or at least
you can go into the atrium.
Okay,
so you're in an official state place.
So somebody tries to rob you.
Yeah. The police don't get involved, but they're there so you can know that you're safe.
Okay, well, I don't know if a fertility doll does anything, but I do feel like there might be some cultural appropriation going on here. I don't know what this thing is.
Listen, I think this is really cool. I think that if you are trying to increase your fertility, buying a fertility doll off of Facebook Marketplace, I'm a believer in a lot of things. I don't think that's going to do it. I think that this fertility doll could, imbued with the right spiritual elements, maybe be a good thing. It could help. I don't know. But if you're just going to the police station to pick up an enchanted magical item
from Ghana from the 20th century, well, I guess 20th century isn't that long ago, right. But still, I'm a little concerned that this was taken.
That's, I guess, the other thing. It's just, it feels a little icky.
I don't like this one.
I don't either. I like that it exists. I like that it is a piece of art. I support Ghana and the Ashanti tribe in their wishes for fertility. And I don't think it's appropriate for me,
unless you're Ghanan,
to try to get a baby out of that. That doesn't feel right.
For real.
For real? On the vast other end of the spectrum, How about 2 Wisconsin Memorial Mausoleum crypts? Is that on your checklist of things to reserve?
No. But I guess we're not getting any younger. We got to start thinking about these things. I don't know if $20,000 is a good price for a crypt.
I have not done any cost comparisons. I do like that it's located in the Gardens of Eternal Life. That sounds like a good place to rest.
I like that it's clean and dry with ventilated chambers, which protect your precious remains from the chilled dampness of the ground.
Yeah, you know what else I like? I like that they're built for the ages and they're constructed for, time-defying stone.
Is there a photo of the crypt itself?
There's a map, so you can see where you would be located for eternity. You can see where your folks, your family and friends would enter. And
my great-grandparents are there.
There you go. Really?
Mm-hmm. Not in that crypt,
right?
In that cemetery.
Yeah, crypt. I don't know. I don't like any of this. Crypts. The word crypt just.
I think what we need to assess is, without doing any research, is $20,000 a good price for 2 mausoleum crypts? What do you think?
I am going to say. I'm just going to say no. I mean, probably is, but I don't. I would rather, if I'm going away.
You probably are.
And I probably am. My 10 grand of that 20 grand to do something better than keeping me dry and ventilated. My precious remains are not that precious.
But on the other hand, they're probably not. I mean, it probably is some sort of bargain, right? Because otherwise, wouldn't you just go to the place and go buy them unless they're sold out?
That's a good point.
I can't even speculate.
Maybe people are clamoring to get into this crypt. And this is like, who knows what the wait list is? This could be a Packers.
Well, there can't even be a wait list. It's a finite amount of space.
Right. Nobody's moving on.
We in our game of steal for real, we don't have an option for like.
I mean, for real is. I think that is what for real is. For real?
For real.
Yeah.
This next one though.
Yeah.
I have so many questions, so many comments about the Porty Boy embalming machine, which is not Party Boy.
It would be if it were in my house. I would scratch an A over that.
So much.
Because you could put alcohol in there, and it could totally be the Party Boy.
But that thing looks used, dude.
Yeah,
the embalming machine has been in my home as part of my collection.
Well, they collect antiques and oddities. I have not used this. I do not know if it works properly for actual embalming, which is reassuring, actually. I would be a little more disturbed if
Look at how gross it is in there. There are other pictures of it. That has been used. I don't know what it's been used for. Humans? Taxidermy?
There's some dials. You can adjust the pressure and the flow.
Ew. That's so gross. And it's $300.
And that price is firm. And you pick it up, you transport it.
I am not going to that person's house to pick it up. Oh, wait, there's a picture in the background. Zoom in on that sign. Funeral,
no parking.
Oh, is there a skull?
Yes, there is a skull. It's part of his collection. He collects oddities. Look, he's got like that's just a lava lamp.
Or is that embalming fluid?
Yeah, maybe. It's a bird cage. He's got a bucket. And an aquarium. I was actually thinking, what if you turn this into aquarium?
Or what if he's embalming fish?
Well, he's never used it. He's not embalming anything.
This is freaky, and I want nothing to do with it. And I don't care if it's $300 or $3 or $3 million. I want there to be an option called just like pass. We can call it
prank call.
Ew.
It reminds me of those folks that are like into serial killers, like that kind of thing. Like I don't want anything to do with this. But
please make it go away.
I will, but I don't know if you're going to be very happy with how I make it go away, because this is what I pulled up as we were talking about new hobbies, and you were talking about embalming as a hobby. I thought
that's weird as hobby.
Maybe the occult. That would be a fun hobby. That's all. This thing's freaky. So we can make this go away as quickly as.
Wait a minute. My 16-year-old son bought this, wore it like 2 hours. The mask is pretty scary.
Scared some adults.
Yeah,
totally. It scared the hell out of me.
What the hell is that thing?
It feels like it's something from like True Detective. It looks like something from True Detective. Yeah, it really does. It looks like one of those like ritualistic masks that people wear for.
Where did he buy it?
That I could not tell you.
From a Satanist?
It's scared some adults. I'm so proud of it.
Scaring me.
I'm so proud of it.
If your new hobby is the occult,
or scaring adults,
well, that's kind of cool. But if your hobby is wearing that bull scarecrow adult costume head mask, maybe your New Year's resolution should be to pick a different hobby.
Yeah, or like, become a cooler person. Spending time with family. That's a big goal for a lot of people, right?
Right.
And that can come with challenges because maybe, your family doesn't live as close to you as you would like them to, or maybe you think you like spending time with family, but then you've just been with them for the holidays for a long time and you're like, I don't know, actually, I kind of don't know how much I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I found this option. If you want to spend more time with your family, but you're not sure, you could get grandma and grandpa dolls and just, they'll feel like you're spending time with your family.
This is so weird. Cutest grandma and grandpa dolls. He's holding a ring and she has a basket of flowers. They're not life size, are they? Because that's
the man is 19 and a half and the woman is 17 and a half.
Probably
in inches, I'm guessing. It's
years.
Big. The bench is 15 long.
It doesn't look that big. Oh, are those feet? 19 and a half feet?
No.
You can't really tell by the scale of this.
No, you can't.
Because now that looks really large. It
looks like it's sitting by a big window.
So is it big? It doesn't look big. Any more pictures?
Oh, no. Look, this is... Here's scale. These are the latches for the windows.
Oh, okay.
They're
not. If you want to spend
19 and a half with grandpa and a 17.
If you want to spend time with your tiny grandma and grandpa,
they're super cute and they don't scold you or lecture you about anything.
How happy they look.
Yeah, don't they look adorable?
$100.
It's a lot for some tiny grandma and grandpa, for mini grandma and grandpa. But, maybe $100 is less costly than spending time with your actual family.
So kind of a deal, I guess.
One universal New Year's goal, I think, for everybody.
Yeah.
Stay out of prison. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not necessarily a resolution for many. Maybe for some, it's
probably if you are, don't want to be a recidivist.
Right. But even so, universally, whether you've been or not, staying out of prison is usually a goal.
Great idea.
And so I came upon this prison toilet sink combo.
What?
I don't know. I am really disturbed that this is available. Why would somebody want to buy this?
Well, it's from Illinois.
Yeah, I know, but still, don't waste my time, he says. It's toilet paper. This video is not very helpful. This is what we're looking at. If you would like to own that, that's an option.
I cannot pass on that one even anymore. No. 1,000 times no, unless you want to make Pruno and make your own wine in some...
You know how I feel about an extra toilet. Even at that, even feeling as strongly as I do about the idea of a $16 porta potty adding to our, to the life.
Look at it.
It's disgusting.
Absolutely. It's $175.
And there's 3 of them available. They are from the Doesn't Stateville Correctional Facility?
That sounds fake.
It sounds like...
For real. We need
it times a million to the for real power. For real to the power of for real.
Let's end with something
pleasant
after the terrifying stuff that I really want nothing to do with.
Well, how about feeding your soul and your brain with books and knowledge?
Great idea.
That's something I think most people, when they get to the end of the year, they're like, what did I not do enough of this year? And especially in this day and age with all the entertainment options, reading is falling off. So
reading is fundamental.
It is. We'll put the fun back in fun.
You can just go to a bookstore. You could just go to Amazon.
You can, but you could also buy this large book collection for $600. There are probably over 1,000 books in this collection. If you would like to never run out of books to read,
1,000 books divided by 600. That's not a bad price.
It says they're looking for $1 to $10 per book, but I feel like maybe if you're willing to get it all, they're going to knock that down for you.
Depending on what the books are, and let's see if there are any good ones in there.
Atlas Shrugged. There you go.
Ayn Rand.
Mm-hmm.
Some psychology.
This is like
a man in his car.
Library.
Yeah, you can have a whole...
Bowie's cool.
You can have this. This could hold you for a very long time.
Also, if you run out, you can
read about
1001 books that you must read before you start.
I'm going to call it at least a deal.
I think this is a deal because if you have $600 to put into this, you will definitely get your money back just by like reselling some of these. But also, the amount of knowledge in this collection is vast.
On the topic of reading, I want to talk for just a quick second about becoming a member of the Deep Dive Podcast Network.
Yeah.
And supporting the feed.
And you might wonder, how does reading tie into that?
Because we have some special things. And we're not even going to do them now. We're just going to tease them for you right now because you found yet another thing.
This. You see that all right?
Yeah.
Badger Bar book. A book of Badger Bars. It is stories from olden years of little tiny taverns in Wisconsin. And I only skimmed it so far, but like there's stories of floods and brothels and soldiers hiding out. It's crazy.
Okay.
Crazy.
So we're going to spend some time on the member only content, riffing on some of these stories. We're going to pop up a graphic here on how you can become a member. It's a whopping $2.99 a month. That's $2.99 a month. It supports our efforts on the Deep Dive Podcast Network and the feed. It allows us to put that money right back into the podcast. It could support us buying a large book collection for $600 and reading them all and reading them to you.
Now, you will all be the beneficiaries of that. Could be bedtime stories if you really want it to be.
But seriously, we would love you guys to like and subscribe. That's easy. That's free. That helps us. But if you really want to help us, if you like this content, please fork over the $2.99 because that will give you extra content. It'll support the podcast. We'll give you some bedtime reading about Badger Bars.
Listen, if you want to hear the details about the brothels in Wisconsin from the 40s,
and you know I do,
you got to come back. You got to get into the member area.
Okay, Aaron. This was a doozy, but 2025 is going to be a weird year. So steel yourself.
I will steel myself for the year that is to come.
And if you would like to steel yourself with some of the products that we talked about on Facebook Marketplace today, they're out there and there's a whole lot more. Thank you for joining us for episode 10. We've been doing this for 10 episodes of the feed. New Year's resolutions. Take them or leave them.
If we didn't think of something that you have in your resolution list, let us know. We'd love to hear about it.
Yeah, the comments, the feedback, that's what keeps us going. We'll see you next time, Aaron. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks.